In this video, I'm going to talk about the area directly beneath the blue bar here on the Podio homepage. It's called the Activity Stream section. This is the area within Podio that you will see everything that's going on within your organization. So if you take a look at the list of items here, it says that Anson Alexander joined the employee network, and then it says I installed a bunch of apps, and finally it says I joined a workspace. Now you'll notice on each of these items it says what type of update it is, so if it's an action, or it could also be a message that somebody posted, it would then say that there. It says who performed the action, when it was done, what workspace is involved, and then you can comment on the particular item, like it, like you would on Facebook, or you can create a task from that item, and we're going to talk about tasks in depth later on in this video series. Now, your Podio probably looks pretty similar because when you first set up a Podio account, Podio actually creates a default workspace called the demo workspace, and then it installs these 5 apps into that workspace. Now, I mentioned earlier, Podio has a number of apps that you can choose from to use, and you can also create your own apps. But just to get the ball rolling, Podio creates this first demo workspace and adds these apps so that you have something to work with. So we're going to take a look at these here a little bit later on in this video series. Now at the same time in this activity stream, you'll notice that at the top here you've got a text box where you can share images, links, polls, and files with other members. This activity stream is a global place for you to share information with the rest of your organization. So if you post something here, everybody within the organization is going to see it. Now, at the same time as we move forward here in Podio, we could also post something to a specific workspace, and then only the members of that workspace would see it. But as I mentioned, when you're on the home page here in the activity stream, whatever you post here, everybody's going to see it. Also notice that it says you can use the @ symbol to mention individuals. So if you just post a message here, and let me go ahead and post one, and then you hit share, you get to choose whether you want to share it with the whole employee network or a particular workspace. In this case, I'm going to share it with the entire employee network. And when I do that, you'll see that my message appears. Now, if any other employees are looking at this activity stream, they will see my message. But because I didn't mention any individuals, they aren't going to be notified specifically. So if you want somebody to be notified about a message that you're posting, remember to use the @ symbol and then start typing the person's name, like you would on Twitter and Facebook for that matter. Now, I haven't added any other members to this organization yet, so we'll take a look at that a little bit later on, but just keep that in mind because it's the best way to notify people when you do something, is to @mention them. And then, as I mentioned in the last video, this little notification bar up here at the top right will pop up for them and they'll see that they have an unread notification. Also notice that underneath this text box, you have an area to share a file, so you could go ahead and upload a file from your computer. You could share a link, or you could post a question. So you could actually post a poll question saying, what is your favorite color? Or probably something a little bit more related to your organization. And then members could choose based on particular answers that you've specified, so you could kind of run a little quick survey right here in Podio. Now, at the same time, it says that you can share a link using this button, but I'll tell you, if you post a link in here, if I just type in the address for Podio, you'll notice that it automatically pulls information from the page. So you don't always have to use this link button. You can just type in an address or paste in an address and it will pull information, and then you could go ahead and share it. You could @mention certain individuals with the A symbol if you wanted them to see it. So that's the activity stream here in Podio.